what's everyone? So today I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformer Selects G2 Ramjet. Before we take a look, let's take a look at the packaging. So I'm just going to move that off to the side. Here we have the packaging is the typical Selects box, and it says Ramjet on the bottom, and that's really it for the packaging. So let's take a look at the figure. So here is G2 Ramjet, and I think he's a really cool, nice addition to the Seeker collection. I will have some comparisons in a second for the Robo mode and the Jet mode. So let's take a look at the details. We have some nice silver for the knees, some more of that turquoise blue there on the bottom of the legs, some more of that for the feet and part of the wings there. Mostly black for the rest of the wing, and a nice Decepticon symbol on both sides. We do have some more black at the top of the legs, some more black on the chest, and some venting detailing, and some blue there. We do have some cockpit detailing, some transparent blue plastic there. Some more of that blue slash turquoise blue for the arms and hands. Some more purple there for the elbow joints, and some black for the shoulders. We do have the null ray, which is picked out in some purple and black plastic color. And the head sculpt, we do have some black for the cone, some purple for the rest of the helmets, and some, yeah, I guess you could call that gray or black for the face. And we do have some nice orange slash yellow for the eyes, if you can see that. And that looks pretty cool. And on the back, we do have some more Decepticon symbols on the wings, and some more purple and black and blue. And that's really it for the details. So let's get some comparisons. I'm going to compare him to his fellow G2 friends. We do have him with Sandstorm. And we do have him with Megatron. I might have to scoot them over maybe just a little bit. There we go. Fit them all in for a family photo. So there we go. Very, very cool. They do look very cool together. As you can see there, I was wondering in the unboxing video if the null rays are sculpted differently. They are the same, just different colors. Of course, his is purple and black. His is just a solid sand brown. So there you go for comparisons. Let's get into articulation and our transformation. So for articulation, I'm just going to take off the null rays because we don't want them getting in the way. Just like that. Take those off to the side. So articulation, the head can rotate all the way around, but it is very stiff, so I'm not going to do it. Apologies. It is very stiff. It can look up a little bit. It can look down a tad bit, but it is super tight. You can rotate it all the way around, just super, super tight. So for the arms, they can go that far out, that far in. They can rotate all the way around. There is an elbow bend. And no hand articulation. There is a swivel, and that's really it for the arms. For the legs, the wings can move in like that, and they can move out that far. And yeah, that's really it for the wings. The legs, let's see, you can move up this little hip skirt, or yeah, hip skirt kind of. You can move these out like that, so kind of almost a splits. And let's see, there is a knee bend, there is a swivel, which can go all the way around, and there is an ankle pivot. And that's really it for articulation, and there we go. So yeah, overall, a very cool addition to the collection. There's a lot of Seekers in this Earthrise mold. I think there's been 9 or 8 now. There's 3 Coneheads. There's 3 of the original. Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream. That makes 6. And then there's this one and Sandstorm. So that makes 8. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's my favorite. Tell me in the comment section below which one's your favorite. I think probably one of the Coneheads. Maybe Thrust is my favorite out of all of them. But I do like Skywarp. He is my favorite of the 3 original classic Seekers. But overall, a very, very cool Selects figure. So let's get into transformations. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take off the null rays like that. Put those off to the side. And what you're going to do is, we're going to get the arms done first. You can just lift that section up. You can move the hand up like that. You can fold this into place like that, and that piece will go through. And then there is this little slot there, and there's a tab there. That will go right into place, collapse that up, just like that. We can show you again on this side. Just go like that. And then you can bring that through, just like that. Sometimes it's a little hard. There we go. And do the same thing. Collapse that into place. And there you got the arms all done. Now we can get this top section. So you can do this if you want to. Just be careful. Not to scratch the paint, but you can just get those clips out of the way. You can open this section entirely up. You can get this little cone piece back, and that will just collapse over the head and tab in place to form the main cockpit section for the jets. And you're going to bring that section out, and you can rotate this around, and then this will go right into place like that. And then you can bring these in, and then you can collapse this section again. Just make sure everything is collapsed perfectly like that. And there we go. So there's really the top section all done. You can go back here, you can bring these sections down to form part of the wings. There we go. And let's focus on the legs. So what you're going to do is you can collapse the feet together. You can bring these little pads out. And then what you can do is just tab the legs together, and you can angle the wings a little bit, kind of a neutral angle like that, a little bit down. You can bring this section in, and then this will tab. There's two tabs there, there's slots on there. That will tab into place, and then these will just kind of rest on top of that crotch pad thing. And there you go. And of course we can get the null rays. And you can put them in a lot of different places. You could put them there, or on there. Does not matter. I typically put them on the wings. That's how they usually go. And there you go. It is cool how they put Decepticon symbols on both sides of the wings. So these are for the jet mode, and then of course these are for the robot mode. So that's kind of nice how they have those both. These are a little bit bigger. These are a little bit smaller. Because there is more detail, of course, in the robot mode. There's the head sculpt and everything else, so these kind of draw your eye a little bit more in the jet mode. But there it is, and it looks really, really cool. So let's take a look at the details. So we do have some nice black and turquoise, or you want to call it blue, either way. Really nice purple there. Do have some nice kind of purplish blue for the cockpit section. It doesn't open, which is okay. I do have to commend that this figure, usually on the head sculpt, if you open up here, usually there is some more paint loss because of this going in, or rubs against something. Mine doesn't really have any paint chipping or anything on that cone for his head, so that's pretty cool. I do have to commend that, because I think all my cone heads have that. I'm not sure if Sandstorm does. I'll look at that in just a second. But nice black up there. It does have the words Ramjet right there, which is pretty cool, on both sides. Nice kind of white writing there. And yeah, it's overall pretty simple jet mode, really just purple, turquoise, and black. And you do have some control detailing inside, if you can see, some seats in there. Looks pretty cool. Overall, a very cool jet. So I'm going to compare him with, I was going to compare him with Ramjet, but I thought I would compare him with the original, the first Earthrise Starscream. So of course this one is based off of this one. Of course the cone is, the cockpit section's the same, really just the wings are different. He has them back here and doesn't have these little back sections. And of course the null rays are the same, but they're sort of in a different place because, of course, the wings are different. But, yeah. Same sculpt, different color. I do like how these are two colors. I think every other one of these, all the other Seekers with their null rays are all just one solid color. So I do like how these are different. So that's pretty cool. have another little kind of action pose comparison, like that. So this review will be a little bit fast, of course, because we've had this figure, as I said before, 8 times. Of course, a little bit different every time, but still pretty darn cool. But the transformation, you'll get used to it. It's kind of like with the Siege Synchro mold. After a while, you know how to do it. But yeah, very, very cool. I do quite like him. His colors are quite odd, but I really am glad I was able to get it. I got this figure on Amazon. If the seller I got it from is still there, I will make sure to post it in the link in the description below. Overall, final thoughts, like both modes, I do always think this with most of them. I do wish this little clip section here was easier to get off. I just get my nails, but I do worry of scratching the paint. I haven't yet, as you can see, it looks perfectly fine. Starscream's the same. I do really just wish it was a lot easier, like, maybe there would be some, like, unlocking mechanism, like if you pull the lever it would loosen it or something. I don't know, I'm just thinking off the top of my head right now, but still very cool. The jet mode looks really nice with the Ramjet riding like that. The Decepticon symbols, I like how there is some on the side of the wings and the inside. I do like the nice refreshing double color null race, because all the other ones, I'm pretty sure every other Seeker for Siege and Earthrise have always had just the same base color. It's either been like gray or black, or sometimes purple for some, but there's never just two colors on the null race. So that is really cool how it does have two colors. That's nice. Overall, the joints are pretty tight, very cool figure, very pretty smooth transformation, just besides that little clip section there, but very cool. Tell me what you think of this figure in the comment section below. I have a lot of reviews coming. I have the Arc, I have Mainframe, there's this one, I have Trax, Dracodon, I have T-Rex, lots to come. And a lot of shorts to do. I do have to finish that Jetfire shorts for the robot mode, how to put on the accessories. That one will be a little bit difficult because I did put him in this space, in the review space. He's just short enough to fit in there, so I will have to move up the camera a little bit for you to see. I did kind of a test for it just to see if he would fit in there. He's just about to fit in there. He fits, but barely. So luckily he does. That's really cool. And I think that's it. So I'll see you next time.